Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, I'm going to react to 10 people with real superpowers. Now this is something that's, I've been interested in this sort of thing for decades, like ever since superhero movies started coming out. I've wondered, is it actually possible for people to have, crazy abilities, unique powers that just elevate them beyond the normal person? Like, do mutants really exist? Like people like Magneto? And, obviously I don't think they exist because I've not seen any. However, show me evidence of one and I will believe it, So I'm hoping this video actually shows me people who do have such remarkable qualities. Maybe they're not going to be as impressive as someone from the X-Men, but just anything different that they can do consistently would be really cool to see. So let's do it.
Hello everyone. Most of us love or used to love films and cartoons about superheroes. Probably you wanted to have the super abilities of Spider-Man, or to be as strong as the Hulk, or become the Human Torch or Mr. Fantastic. Unfortunately, we are all common people. We go to school, we go to work, and our life is boring and monotonous. Nevertheless, there are people on Earth with real superpowers that'll surprise you. So here are 10 real people with superpowers. Let's get it on.
Let's see what you've
Magneto.
got.
First on our list is Magneto. Liu Thao Lin, an 80-year-old Malaysian, has the gift of magnetism. He can lift up to 80 pounds at one go, but only if each of the objects weighs less than 4.5 pounds. Scientists have concluded that Thao Lin's skin has a unique property of cohesion, which causes metal objects to be attracted to his body.
Are you kidding me?
As if under the influence of a magnetic pole. Strangely enough, this ability has been inherited by at least 3 of Thao Lin's grandsons. As a matter of fact, such power is not so rare and many people have it. Maybe even you do. Don't be lazy, bring a spoon and try it. And if you're to succeed, then give us a thumbs up.
Excuse me?
Hang on a minute. Nope. It's not happening.
I need a spoon.
ELECTROMAN. Indian Raj Mohan Nair is able to withstand a voltage which could easily kill another person. Up to 10 amps of electricity can pass through his body, and Raj will not suffer any bodily harm, and the only side effect is temporary blindness. The history of how Raj Mohan discovered his power is rather tragic. When he was 7 years old, his mother died. Not being able to cope with grief, the little boy tried to kill himself, climbing an electric post and grabbing an open wire with his bare hands. Surprisingly enough, he survived and understood his outstanding power. His body can resist a flow of electricity 10 times bigger than a normal human being. That's why he can grab bare wires and pretend to be an electric circuit. Super Samurai, or to be more accurate, Super Isao Machi. This Japanese martial art master knows the methods of a real samurai. He can foretell the trajectory of an object with scary precision. He can easily cut an object in half with his sword, and he can do it with an awesome speed. He's the fastest man in the world with a sword. Not only
that's not really a superpower though. It's impressive, but you can train to do that stuff.
in Japan, but in the world. He even stopped a bullet with his weapon. Now that's a superpower.
That's impressive.
Mr. Fantastic. Englishman Gary Turner has made the Guinness World Records 15 times, thanks to his incredible elastic skin. Such connective tissue disorder is extremely rare, and is known in medicine as Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. His skin can stretch up to 6 inches, and that always catches the attention of quite a few people. One of Gary's most popular tricks is pulling off the skin of his chin and covering all of his face. God damn it. He's the Bug from Men in Black.
Oh my god.
Where are the special agents? Iceman. While some people try to conquer Everest,
Wow, so that guy probably never needed to wear like a mask. He could probably just use the skin of his neck.
and have to get really warm in order to make it, Dutch daredevil Wim Hof can do the same just wearing shorts. The extremely frost-resistant Hof says that he can regulate his body temperature thanks to a tantric technique called Tummo, a method to control the inner body developed by Tibetan yogis. Wim Hof is the best in the world when it comes to swimming in tanks full of ice-cold water. A normal human being cannot resist more than 15 minutes in such a place, while Hof can easily withstand 2 hours.
Impressive.
The Rubber Boy. Daniel Smith from the USA is the most flexible man in the world. He can do amazing things with his body. He can easily get through a tennis racket or a toilet seat, and he can stick his ankles behind his neck and fold himself to get into a suitcase. Doctors believe that his incredible flexibility is a gift from birth, but he also helped to develop his skill with everyday training. Now, thanks to his talent, he earns good money and flies for free throughout the world. What would you pay if you fit into any suitcase? Hammerhead. Gino Martino, an American professional boxer and artist, can surprise anyone with his incredible ability to break all kinds of solid objects with his head, including iron bars.
Dude, this can't be healthy for his brain. The concussion.
Baseball bats and concrete blocks. His skull can withstand even a bowling ball falling from a 16-foot height. According to doctors, he can do all these tricks thanks to his natural super strong skull. He can easily batter in a nail with his forehead. Dude, why do you need a hammer when you have Gino Martino,
This
right?
is no good, man. This
Stamina
is not good.
man. Dean Karnazes is a long-distance runner or ultra-marathon runner. If he has enough food and water, he can run endlessly, literally until retirement. In other words, his level of resistance is so high and his energy restores so fast that he can run forever, leaving Forrest Gump looking like a child. Some of his achievements are as follows: running about 560 kilometers on a treadmill for 80 hours and
In one go? He did that in one go or with breaks?
50 marathons in 50 states in 50 days. Zamora the Torture King. Tim Cridland has a superpower many people have dreamed of having, although very few realize how painful it can be. He doesn't feel pain. Still in school, Tim used to astonish his classmates by piercing his hands with knitting needles. Not in vain, he got the name of Zamora the Torture King. In order to show his tricks in front of an audience, he had to study his anatomy not to harm himself by accident. He doesn't feel pain, remember, so he can easily kill himself and not notice. Insomnia Man. Tai Ngok is a peasant from Vietnam, and he hasn't slept for over 43 years. According to his words, it all began after a fever which gave him sleepless nights. He even tried soporific drugs and alcohol, and even that didn't help. Nevertheless, he's 74 years old.
He didn't sleep for 43 years? Do you guys believe that? I need to check that out because surely he'd be dead. Like, sleep you need.
Feels quite okay, and at night, while everybody's sleeping, he works and makes some extra money. Incredible, right? How does he rest? Well, we don't know, but probably many students would like this superpower, especially the night before an exam. Amazing gadgets, upcoming technologies.
Some of them were very impressive indeed, honestly. Like the first guy who could stick metal objects to his chest, like, that is incredible, you know. As long as he wasn't using glue or something like that, but it didn't appear to be, because when he would pull things off, there wasn't any sort of like tackiness or anything. It just appeared to be like the skin would just like break apart as if it was like a magnet. And the second guy who could, you know, conduct 10 times or allow 10 times the amount of typical voltage through his body. Insane. And the guy with the skull who could like bash things. To be honest, most of the things on this list were incredible. The human body is really, really fascinating. I do wonder though one day if we'll ever have true superpowers like the X-Men, because that would be insane. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.